Hey gang, Gameface here, and it's time to attempt another stream. The reason I say attempt another stream is because yesterday's stream did not work too well. So we're talking new coaster today. That's what we're talking. We're talking building something in here, I believe. Damn, these coasters are getting close together. So in yesterday's attempt at a stream, I cleared out everything here. Most everything. I don't know how big this coaster's gonna be. I'm thinking smaller, like, sort of, you know, something along this lines, not something monstrous like that. And the reason I say that's monstrous is because, well, it's monstrous. So is that. But little, like, yeah, I like that one. So I don't know what type of coaster we're gonna have, but it's definitely gonna be a custom coaster. We're not like flopping down something that's already built. That would be silly now. So yeah, what do we have here? We want the canyon runner, a train. That's what we'll put in there. No, that's not what we'll put in there. So, yeah, I don't even know where to start. Probably shouldn't start there. Cable lift. Partial inversion. I don't even know what partial inversion means. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Maximum drop angle, 80 degrees. Maximum banking, 122. Okay. Drop angle 85, 180. Maximum drop angle 90. That looks like more fun. Can invert. Looks all spacey though. Launched. Hydraulic launch. I don't even know what hydraulic launch is, but I don't like that banking angle being limited to 90. It can't invert. Does everything need to invert? Maybe everything doesn't need to invert. Well, we'll never know. We'll never know. Okay, so torque. I think this is torque. Over here. So of course it can invert. These 90, 180, 90, 90s. That's what we're looking for. A 30, 60, 30, 90? No. There we go. Inverted four-seater. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of inverted coasters. Not a huge fan. I just don't understand them. So there's a whole bunch of, like, you know, partially invertible. And there's a whole bunch of not so partially invertible. Wing launch. Launched. A cloud runner, linear synchronous motor, can invert. This isn't powered coaster that positions riders either side of the track with nothing below them, giving them unparalleled sense of freedom. Yeah, I winged or you know, inverted. I don't know. I got to think about that. Those could be very similar. So this is basically the chain lift version of the same idea. An unparalleled drop angle of 121 degrees. Maximum drop angle, 90 degrees. It's... yeah. Okay. Enigma. But didn't I already build Enigma? It's a stand-up, but it doesn't tell me Oh, it's chain lift. Okay. Chain lift. Chain lift. Chain lift cannot invert. What do we got here? Single rail. Okay, so single rail. That's what the first one built on top of here before we built this thing. So, you know, that's a possibility. A prototype wing. Cable lift. Cannot invert. Adults and teens only. Okay, so I don't know what cable lift is. 90-90, maximum banking angle 90. Okay, that's no good. This is what we're actually replacing, is the test pilot X Dimension. Cloud Runner. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Cloud Runner. I don't know what everybody else thinks, because there is no everybody else yet, so if they disagree with me, well, we'll find out. I think I want it to go the other way, though. Yeah. Or do I? Right in the corner here? Or do we build it up a bit? Float it right above the road. People can walk underneath it. I don't know. I don't know where to put it. Nobody has any ideas? Guess not. Okay. What else can we do to prep here? I think I'm just going to put down the coaster and start building it. I think it's Cloud Runner I want. I'm not really sure, to tell you the truth. I could be totally wrong on that. The other thing that I'm is where to build it. Where to build it is the other question. Whoops. It's not there. I'm not going to build it right out here. I'm going to build it out here somewhere. But I'm going to... I think we're going to do this. I just... Total indecision, you know what I mean? The reason I put it up here was I was thinking about the building that was going to be built around it. Kind of a weird double layer here. I don't know why that's a thing, but oh well. So okay. 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 So, hey Nick. Cam lag? No cam lag. Can't be cam lag. Is it maybe... I don't know. Let me know, like... I don't see any cam lag when I'm watching. But I don't hear the audio. Sorry. I guess I can check that. Can I? Let me know, like... I don't see any cam lag when I'm watching. Okay, I don't know. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, so, all that stuff from yesterday, it turns out it was all YouTube. So, you know, yeah. It wasn't something happening on my end. But I sure thought it was. It sure seemed like it. Okay, so I'm thinking of building this coaster here. But you know, truthfully, I'm quickly changing my mind though, because I really want something that's sitting on top of the tracks, and I think I'm gonna go back to this, the first one I was thinking of, the American Arrow. It's a chain. See, I just don't want to build the same coaster multiple times. Okay, well, I guess chain lift. I don't know. I am so indecisive when it comes to starting the coaster. Okay, I'm gonna just put it down and make it a thing. Because if I don't, I'll never get it done. I'm wondering if going that way is the way to go. I don't have to go that way, I guess. I can go the other way. I'm gonna lift this up a bit. Just because of the building that's gonna go around it. I did say that when I tried to put the last one down. And of course this is not gonna be that. It's gonna be a hell of a lot shorter. I never seem to just do that. Drop down. Come back up to 0. And turn it 90 degrees. Is that 90 degrees? That's 90 degrees. It's a pretty sharp turn. I think it'll be okay. So yeah, we're working with slightly different hardware today for all the video. Is that what I want? Yeah, that's what I want. Now I want this. I went out and got a USB 3 Elgato HD 6DS, they call it. I was using like the PCI version, the 60 HD Pro, because I can actually, like, basically I don't have to do pass-through on that when I play console games. I can just play them. As opposed to, you know, hooking up a TV, passing it through, and recording separately. I can just, you know, play it right on my monitor, which I love. You can't do that. Well, I guess you can do it with this, but there is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of latency. Is that high enough? See, that's the problem I have with these coasters. I never know And almost every single one I build, I end up having to come back and change this. And add height to it or something. So I never know if it's high enough. That might be high enough. We're not going for like some super huge crazy coaster here. We're just going for like a normal coaster. If that, yeah. Whoops, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Okay, here we go. So all I want to do, right off the bat, I don't want to go down at that angle. For sure. I want to go down at like a small angle. 3 degrees maybe? I wish I could order pizza. I used to order a lot of pizza. Pizza was a staple in my diet. Pizza was my diet at one point. Not when I, could eat anything I wanted. There was a day when I could eat anything I wanted and it wouldn't matter. That day has passed. Of course, it might have a lot to do with me sitting here constantly, recording and streaming and doing what I do. But I'm not changing that. There's no way. Okay, so this can do a 90, can't it? So I think we're just gonna come up this thing and just basically turn back in on it and just dive. Just dive. What was that? Is that 45? No, we want 45 degrees. 45, come on. Exactly 45, not 49 point... whatever. We're not... That's one thing you can't do in this game, is get exactly... Okay, so this should be... we should be going pretty quick at this point. You know what? I'm just gonna go right into it. We shouldn't be going at that sharp of an angle, though. That's way too sharp of an angle. I know that much at this point. Now, I want this to be 0 at this point, because we're going to go straight back up. This is not going to work the way I want it to. I think I should have probably come down further in the whole thing. That might be what I should have done. I should have come right down and had this here. That's probably a little too sharp. Maybe come down in 2 stages. Okay, now I'm going back up, around, and over the top. That's the plan. Whether or not it happens or not, or whether it can actually be a thing without hurting people who are riding the coaster, yet to be determined. Yet to be determined. Hey, look, it just wants to do it. Whoa, no. Okay. I'm gonna have to really, really work on this right now. Because what happened there is not working. Or is not going to work. It cannot possibly work. People will be hurt. So this... Let's just crank that out. We'll crank this one out too. Just to scare them. Well, hopefully it doesn't scare them. That will scare them. There will be fear as they drop straight to the ground. And that sharp corner comes up and crushes them. Because it will. It will crush them. The sharp corner is way too sharp. Now I need to smooth from here. Okay, fine. From here to here. Hopefully they're not going too fast here. Whoa, what do you, what? What's stopping you? I don't like that. Why do you want to bend there? Whoa, what is it trying to do? What are you trying to do? It's trying to do way too much in one little thing. What's going on? Why did this go away? Why is there no track here? And why is there no undo that can seem to undo that? Okay, there we go. I don't know how that happened. I must have hit escape or something. Because, you know, it's amazing what'll delete track in this game. So, maybe I should try to smooth this side out first? Why can't you smooth? Is it like you're thinking, oh, I'm way too close to this thing that's 20 feet away? Is that why you can't smooth? Well, here. Why don't you just go there? And just go smooth yourself that way. No, you can't do that either. What good are you? Like, seriously. Seriously, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to delete. And I'm going to go. And I'm going to go, holy crap, you know? Like, it'll let me do anything. It won't let me do the next piece of track. But it'll let me do anything, so why can't you smooth? What's your problem? Yeah, just won't. Track limits exceeded. Well, I'm trying to smooth it out, not put more of a... Okay. Sorry, it's just funny. G-force so strong you'd come out of the ride 8 inches shorter due to doubt. Yeah. Yeah. That's the plan. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. But we're gonna do it a little different this time. Okay, so here we go. We're going up. Up we go. Up we go. We can only go so far, though, because, you know, gravity and all. Can't go further than here, because that's as far as we can go. So in this up, we're going to have a twist. And this thing seems to think that that's okay. I think that's insane. And we'll bring this down. And over across here. Now, again, We're gonna have to smooth this out at some point. And I'm afraid that as soon as I go back there, it's not gonna do what I want it to. It's gonna say track limits exceeded. But it's the one forcing this exceeding of the limits of the track. Okay, now it's better. It's better. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm better with that. Okay, so. Yeah, that's so much better. It's not what I wanted, and it's not going to make it. It's not going to work. This is not going to be a thing, and I'm going to have to delete it. But it's so much better. Or I'm going to have to do what I said earlier. I think now we're in. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Now we're in a tracks limits exceeded situation. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's just see what the beginning feels like. It's gonna be painful, I tell you. Oh, look, people are already getting excited. Not that excited. I think it's gonna have to be higher. I'm almost positive it's gonna have to be higher. Yeah. So just like with every coaster I build, I think I don't start them off with enough energy. Unless it's some nutty coaster like that. Okay, can we just like select the little piece? Like I just want the piece here. Thank you. Just one more, eh? Come on, connect to this. Please. No. No. That was not a thing. That's a thing. Okay, I need you two to like work together here. Not quite like that. You'll need to work together better than that. Because that's just a joke. Okay. There we go. That will get your heart going. And your bowels moving. That'll make you poop yourself. It won't probably. This is more likely to do that. But now I'm sure going to be going fast. Definitely fast enough to do this. And there's going to be a momentary like weightlessness here, or actually feeling like you're going to be thrown off the. Yeah, it's more of a feeling like you're going to be thrown off. That's what's going to happen. So yeah, I went and I bought this new hardware in order to alleviate the problem with the thing in the stream being dropped out, and or the not this thing, the video of me basically freezing, because I did basically find it was the Elgato causing it. Okay, that's definitely enough energy. So we're gonna have to fix that. So it was definitely the Elgato causing the problem. So I, of course, went and bought a different Elgato, because I'm not using an AverMedia. I read about the Razer, Ripsaw, and some of the others, and I was like, no. So I plugged this thing in, and I discover that where you select which Elgato you use is actually right in the Elgato thing. So for many pieces of software using them, it only looks like there's one of them. So it solved the problem of this with the video, but it didn't do much for the thought that I one day might want to do some live streaming of console games. So like that was the other thing that I thought here. Like, okay, awesome. I'll be able to kill two birds with one stone. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to figure out some other solution. And so I got this, I plug it in, and it turns out I have to choose either one or the other to be used by my computer at once, at one time. I can't have both going, which was really quite devastating. You know, that's not the part of the plan. Were you not paying attention, Elgato? So, hidden in some forum on XSplit's forums, that's the one I'm using, XSplit Broadcaster, there's a link to an obscure version of the Elgato Pro driver, which separates itself. So I eventually was able to find a way to actually get by this problem. This Elgato, yeah, only you couldn't possibly want to run two of our pieces of hardware. Why would we possibly want to sell you two pieces of hardware from us? Driver problem. So, that was good. I was so happy. Because now... Well, now... I think the problem's solved. I did some testing yesterday after the stream failure. And, okay, you can't do that. You can only go 111 degrees. 100... Okay. So yeah, I eventually was able to run my PlayStation 4 through it, and my video camera. So that was awesome. Problem solved. No more paying for movies. Hey, I'm bad. I'm not saying, hey, I'm bad. I'm bad as in the... You know you're there. I shouldn't have to explain myself. Yeah, so that solved that problem, and, oh... Well, so far so good. I should shut up, because, as everybody knows, as soon as you start talking about it, boom! Next thing you know, I won't have any video again. Okay, this is starting to be crazy, isn't it? It's angled the wrong way. I know it. I can tell it that. Okay, we need to angle you the other. It's like, no, you don't. We need to smooth that. You need to be. Well, actually, I guess we don't have to angle it the other way. We should then, if we can't angle it the other way. Oh, I really need to angle it the other way. Okay, come on. Okay. Can we start to roll it? Roll it right round. That's better. Yeah, so yeah, it all worked out in the end. So as things progress here, I may even do some live streaming of some console stuff in the long run. Okay, that looks pretty scary. Is this thing all just gonna be in like one tight? Okay, I'm just gonna shoot this off into nowhere land. You go over there, and we're gonna see what craziness this thing is. It's kind of weird. My head turned, and then the car turned. Hopefully the dive this time isn't so bad. It was pretty bad last time. Oh, I hacked the Amazon Fire Stick. Okay, sorry, I missed... sorry, the one line I missed. No more paying for movies. Yeah, I wouldn't go shouting that to Amazon. Let's hope they're not watching. I'm just kidding, of course, because Amazon's not watching my live streams. Okay, lots of smoothing is going to have to happen. And that was kind of weird. That should have been something that happened over a much longer distance. Okay, so. Where did I say I needed smoothing? Right after this point here. I might want to make this sit up more, up top. It won't let me though, because, you know, that wouldn't be a thing that should be easy. Okay, let's smooth that out then. Down to here. And then we'll go down here and we'll pull this edge out so it's more of a wider curve. And then it won't be going so fast. I don't know. It only lets me move it left or right? I don't know what's happening here. Where's this moving? Oh, it's not really letting me do what I want to do. It's gonna have to be like completely redone. No. It's like, no, not up, down. I must go down. What happened? Yeah, I forgot what happened. Undo, undoes, not what you're working on. The last thing you were working on. I gotta stop doing undo. I gotta stop this train. Yeah. I was gonna put a brick wall right at the end. Just like right smack. At this point in time, I wouldn't want to go on this at all. Okay, maybe that's a little better. Okay, can we? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we just be friends? Why do you go away when I click something else? That's not a friendly thing to do. Ah! That's not the twisty thing. Go. Okay. I don't know why I said okay so many times. Because it's probably not okay. Everything here is going to go wrong. Now you... Actually, it doesn't look terrible. Okay, that's terrible. Didn't look terrible. Just was. Okay, maybe the outside curve is a bad idea here. Maybe what's needed here is an inside curve. Huh? 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 I'm using my Pokemon. There you go. Track limits exceeded. Let's exceed us some track limits. How about now? No track limits exceeded? Well, that's not exceeding a limit of some type? A limit of what's possible for a human being to withstand? It bent out the banking the other way. It completely undid everything I did. And thought better of it. And said, you know what? I'm gonna do this. You know what then? I'm gonna do this. That's gonna be way too tight. That's gonna be way too tight. There's like a set of wheels rolling back and forth. I think everybody's dead. And that's all that... We should stop the testing. Testing should not occur on this. I always forget to speed this thing up. Always. Every time. At least I'm consistent in something. Okay. Okay, yes, the inside curve is much better. That smoothing didn't fix that, though. That smoothing didn't do anything for that. Still all wibbly-wobbly. Whatever wibbly-wobbly is. You know what it is? It's because this thing has actually thought that, oh, turning the curve back is what we need to do, and it's not. It's we need to turn the curve that way. Now smooth it. Okay. Now if I go from there... Okay, fine. If you don't want to go from there... Can you... Okay. Oh, whoa, buddy. Whoa, who thought... Who was the guy who thought that would be smooth? Was that me? I should be fired. What happened there? What happened? I thought we had something here. Oh, look at it. Okay, so we've got this kind of crazy thing, towery thing going on here. I feel as though I should do something about this part of it, though. Like this part. That last piece of that drop. Gotta do something about that. Fear levels are pretty high. Well, yeah, because they probably, as soon as they get up there to the top, they see that the track just ends. And I don't know, if I saw that, I'd be pretty shit scared too. Okay, so I don't want that piece. I want the piece before it. Now this coaster's going to fit in a small space, I think. I don't think this is going to be a big, huge coaster. It's going to have quite a bit, you know, it's not going to be a short ride, but it's not going to be a long ride either. I'm going to try to tightly intertwine a lot of things. Because I haven't really done a lot of stuff like that in coasters. That I've built in this park. There we go. That's exactly what I was going for. Go right underneath this track. So we should be going pretty quick at this point. I'm gonna have to smooth this out. And this is where I'm gonna put my first prefab piece, which is basically... Where is it here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't see... Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't see it. I don't see it. It's because you're looking in the wrong place. Like that. Nope, not something like that. Not something like that at all. That? No, no, no. None of these things are gonna work for me. You know what? It's right. An upward helix. But I'm not gonna buy one of those because they're too unadjustable. They're just a thing that you can make bigger and smaller. And I can build that better by hand, I think. Okay. That should probably come down sooner. Can we, like, do a loop up there? Then, like, down in through it? I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if there's enough room. Ooh, there might be enough room. There seems to be enough room. I think there's enough room. A house on Haunted Hill. Oh, no, no, no. Keep with the full inversion there, buddy. We want the full inversion. Whoops. Right, okay, so completely upside down, roll over, and onto the top. I don't know how much energy we have here, and I'm starting to think we need to start thinking about bringing this thing home. This is much more compact than anything I've built before. But I guess in a way, with the space given, that was sort of what I was working with anyway. Actually, it might not be as... It might be just as compact as what was already here, I should say. Okay, how far over is this? It's still going like crazy fast. I need like a bigger loop here somewhere. I don't think we're bringing this thing home yet. The problem I have, though, is when you're building something tight like this, putting in one of their loops isn't going to work. It's just not something that can actually physically happen, because there's no... Whoops. Where am I going here? That should not... No, let's undo the last one and bring it down. Down? Is that down? I guess that's down. Okay, that's not the down I was looking for. It was a different down I was looking for. Maybe down like that? And up. Yeah, that was the down I was looking for. More up. No, really? Really? Can't do that. Why can't you do that? What's your problem, buddy? Oh, you can do that! But you can't do that 123. That's a bad angle. In between is no good? Sorry, I'm just being, I don't know, funny with it. It's being funny with me, I'm being funny with it. I want to go for this, like, more of a teardrop loop. I'm gonna, like, head right smack into the track that I originated from, aren't I? Okay, we'll have to even out that curve. Thing is, though, it always wants to go away from itself. You notice that? Whoa! Lots of smoothing to go. Very exciting track, though. Okay, so right there we know we're getting to that point where we can just run it out and back again. We should be good to put an end to this. I've never put together the structure of a track in less than an hour, ever. I don't know if I've done it this time. Okay. No. Okay, here we go. That's what we're going for. That's not what we're going for. That's not what we're going for. Okay, here we go. This is what we're going for. Oh. Whoa! Whoa! I've never seen anything like that in Planet Coaster before. That coaster actually hit people. Holy shit. It's crazy. Okay, so it doesn't like where I'm trying to put this track. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to delete this part of the road. Because it's not really going anywhere. Because that's what's in the way. And we're going to go back and try to get this thing into a finish. Whoa, why'd you go over there? So, what am I thinking here? I'm thinking I need to, like, sort of come up. Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna stop right here. And then I'm gonna do that and that. Because then I can put a brake in here. It won't let me put a brake in there. Oh, it will. Okay, now, will this actually make it to the end? And it's going really, really fast. Hi, Peter. Welcome to the stream. And of course, Josh as well. Don't curve brakes. Well, that's why I put a straight piece on the end of the track first. That was exactly why I did it. That piece there, I put that on first. Oh, it chose. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was not what it was supposed to select. It did not do what it was supposed to do. Don't do that. Put the piece of track on. This is the piece of track that it was supposed to connect to, not that other one. And the brakes were supposed to go there. Thanks for noticing. Wasn't part of the plan, though. Okay, so this thing's pretty... It's going to be hard to deal with. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be really hard to smooth out because everything is so tight together. But it's also going to be a very exciting track, I think. Excitement levels are through the roof. This will be the first time we get an excitement reading. Of course, because of the high nausea and high... Why isn't it give... Oh, there we go. Pfft, excitement's the only thing I've got right. Okay, so... Let's look at this. So fear is basically... a product of weird forces. So we've got some bad forces going on here. Like negative 5.37 Gs. That's bad. That's really bad. What is this drop doing? 3.4 Gs. That's pretty good, actually. This whole drop down here. Like, there's nothing wrong with 3.4 Gs. It's when you get past 4, I find things... Yeah, there's no banking yet. I'm not there yet. We just put everything together. So There's that. Vertical G's. 7.6. That's too high. That's too high. We don't need to damage anybody's spinal cords here. Spinal columns. So, yeah. So if we're actually to look at the fear, that's a pretty high fear area. I'm almost thinking that needs to be a larger loop. Actually, the whole thing's a pretty high fear area. We've got a problem with fear. Fear is definitely an issue. I don't know why fear's low here. It's about perfect in the beginning of the drop. Peter took over your computer? I don't... Oh, I was going to say, Peter who? Of course, Peter in our conversation. That turn, though, a lot of it needs a lot of work. We're not there yet. We just started. Okay, so let's look at the nausea. Nausea's not so bad, though. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Nausea's not so bad. Okay, so if I were to... Let's see what we can do here. I don't know why the numbers keep going away. That's kind of a weird thing. I haven't done any adjustments, but yet the numbers keep going away. Why is that Why is that happening? Okay. Let's get rid of the heat map. And let's do something about the fear. I think part of the fear is because this has no banking on it. But the problem with putting banking on this is it's going to cause the twist to move up further. Well, and you know, that might not necessarily be a bad thing, but it's going to cause more G-forces. What I'm actually... If I were to make this longer... Flatten it out a bit there. Maybe we can adjust the speed that we're going down that whole thing. No, that was not... Well, hey. I don't know. Hey, Lee. My face on that one video. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Jump scares are an amazing thing when they're done properly. I like that game. It was fun. So we're trying to roll up over the top here. Whoops. Problem I have though is this is not pulling this out. This is pulling it to the side. I want to go out. And that's pulling it up and down. Nothing's pulling it out. That's not going to help either. But I think we've got the premise. The premise of everything here is good. You know, I've always liked, in No Limits 2, I've always loved coasters that wrapped around and gave you this whole sense of other pieces of, as I smack myself in the face, whole sense of other pieces of track coming by you. That was something that was always, like, that always seemed to make coasters a lot more fun. So I think I'm going for something more along that lines than I've ever gone for before. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. Okay, so we come over that, and we roll down here, and we definitely need some banking here. This has got to sort of hold you up, or feel like it's holding you up. Whoa, that was not the... This is not the banking we were looking for. Okay. See, that gave this a sideways motion that I didn't... Ooh, no. Okay. See what I mean? It's swinging it. It's not banking it. It's swinging it to one side. Come on. There we go. Smooth that. Smooth that for me, baby. Oh, yeah. That's more like what I'm looking for. And now we got to take this down. And now we got to take this down to here. And we need to smooth that as well. Okay, so we come down, we basically come around this and get dropped down, back up around the wrapped around the outside. That wrap is way too fast. That's not how we want that to occur. That seems like it occurs like in like 10 feet. It's got to be banked all the way around there, out to the outside of the curve, over the top. This is fine. Now we're upside down. We're getting, again, twisted back over to the top. I think there's some issues here. I think something needs to be done with the way this is shaped. I think this needs to be a longer curve and smoothed around that. There are going to be some, like, you know, I predict that we're going to have some problems near the end from doing all this stuff. Black Wake looks a good multiplayer. You know, that's one thing. I am trying so hard to get back into multiplayer games. You know, back in the day, you know, I talk like it was a million years ago, but it wasn't. We used to play online all the time. That was what we did. But lately I found it very inaccessible to me. But I'm starting up. I started to play For Honor. I started to get my ass kicked in For Honor online. And I might suck at this point, but I'm getting used to it. Yeah, I really would like try some new, well, maybe not new, but try to get back into that side of things. It's good for live streams, I think. I think multiplayer is probably better for live streams. I don't think there's any point me doing things like I was thinking of doing a series of, like I've played through Dishonored 2 as Emily Caldwell. I was thinking of doing a Corvo run through, but with maximum chaos, just going through killing everything I run into. Whoa, that needs some work. Whoa, that needs some work. And no, I didn't. That okay. Awesome. A little bit of like airtime. Oh, all that needs some work. There's definitely some work here. Yeah, you know what the funny thing is? I tried playing For Honor with the PC, like, you know, mouse, keyboard. And you're, like, yeah. It's almost like it didn't register a mouse block until way too late. But I found that switching to the controller, I got better. Much better. And it actually became fun. I did some multiplayer yesterday. Apollo. NL2 Apollo. Okay, I will, that's gonna be in the next, we'll put that in the next recording of Workshop Creations. Which I am doing either tomorrow or the next day. Just so everybody knows, Workshop Creations will be recorded, tomorrow afternoon, let's say. So, expect that maybe Monday or Tuesday. So that didn't really fix my fear issue. At all. Like, these people are absolutely terrified through this whole frickin' thing. They're less likely to vomit than they were a couple of minutes ago, though. That's good. Less vomit is a good thing. But again, there's definitely some wiggly bits that need to be worked on. If you want to call them wiggly bits. They're poorly designed, horribly placed bits in real life. But we'll just call them wiggly bits. That's not doing it. Okay, so the next piece that I saw that was problematic was over here. This corner definitely needs some banking. And actually, so does the corner after it. This needs a lot of banking, all this. It should feel like you're, like, going around something, well, going around tightly, so you should always be angled on the outside, to the outside of it. That seems much more circular, doesn't it, than it was before. Not quite the banking I want over here, though. I feel as though this needs to be banked a little more. I also feel that the banking should probably continue, from the looks of it. Well, you know what? We're gonna smooth you. Because, yeah, you can be more. That's what you can be. Okay, so what's going on here? I come around. Huh. Well, maybe that is better. Maybe that is better. This, though. Okay, we gotta start changing the bank sooner. Sorry, train. Didn't mean to make you disappear like that. Don't like the way this is shaped. This should probably go down a little. Bank shot. It's better than what I was calling it an hour ago. Failure. No. No, actually I wasn't. I don't know. The thing is with these, it's a matter of not giving up. Because in every coaster, there's something that's good. There's something that you should keep. I'll let you know when I find it in this one. I like the beginning. It's a little crazy though. Or so they think. Like I think that would be a great ride. Watching it from the outside seems great. Woo! That's not so great. People are getting hurt there. That needs to be... That's exactly what I'm trying to fix right now. And that might be what does it for me. Okay, so we're wrapping around the inside of this bank. We're getting twisted upside down. And this is negative G's. This is massive negative G's. I think it might be a little too much. There's a couple of ways to handle that. See, the problem, I'm back to the For Honor conversation. The problem I had when I first got the game, I thought, yeah, I'm going multiplayer with this. And I went online and I went through their matchmaking. I did all that. Holy crap, that really sucked that thing in, didn't it? So I went through the matchmaking and I found a match. And I went through all that. I got into that match, and basically it had matched 3 people who had just started, like level. I was level 1. 2 people were level 2, so they'd been in a match or 2 before, and 1 person who was level 15, or sorry, level 17, against a level 15, a level 7, a level 5, and a level 2. So how that matchup worked, I don't know. But I do know that the group I was in, with the 1, 2, 2, 17, got our fucking asses kicked. Just handed to us. And that did not make it fun. I think we got, between the 3 of us, we got 3 kills. And it was all the guy with 17, on level 17. So I found the matchmaking was not what I would have called good. It slowly degraded from people in my area to people everywhere in the world, and people at my same skill level to any skill level. It took a long time to get a match, and when I got a match, it wasn't really a match, if that makes any sense. So, you know, yeah, I didn't have the greatest time. I tried single player. Whoa, game, what did you stutter for? Why are you stuttering? Don't know why it's stuttering. So then the next thing I did was think, you know what? I really ought to try play this with the controller. And I switched to the controller and was like, holy crap. This is so much fun with the controller. It's such a different game. And I just jumped into it and really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So that was single player, so I figured, okay, I'm gonna go multiplayer. So last night, after like all the fails with the with YouTube streaming, and I tried to get that going till like 8 o'clock last night. Oh, here's my problem. Ooh, I don't like that at all. Let's smooth that banking out across that whole thing. So by last night at 8 o'clock, I had given up on streaming because I'd finally discovered that I had a test tool. There's a test tool to test the connection to where you're streaming to, and I finally tested the connection to YouTube, and it was coming up. It said you could do 240, or maybe if you pushed it, you could do 360p. I stream at 1080. I have like an internet connection that I could fit a frickin' bus through. It's so wide, if that makes any sense. It's a wide bandwidth connection. And finally, I just gave up. It wasn't possible. It wasn't gonna happen. So I gave up, and I went on to play For Honor, and it took me 40 minutes to get a match. That is what I find unacceptable. There should have been no way it should have taken 40 minutes to find a match, for one thing. Thanks, Jose. Yeah, so finding a match was a long, tedious process. And it failed over and over and over and over and over. It got me to the point where I was searching the internet to see why. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why can't I get a match? And eventually I just said, I'll try a different game type. And I tried Dominion, and I was able to get a match. That's actually what Reddit told me on Reddit. Try Dominion, you'll get a match. And I got a match in Dominion. Though, again, it took a lot of time, and I thought the match was a lot more fair than the previous day's match. I'm going to get rid of this dip, I think. I think I'm gonna pull this dip down all the way here. And smooth that. So, eventually... Well, you know, Ubisoft is basically just following the model that everybody's going to be going to. So, the difference between For Honor and other multiplayer games like that is For Honor is what's called hostless. It's a hostless peer-to-peer system. So it's resilient peer-to-peer. Normal peer-to-peer would have one person hosting it, and everybody else basically in their basically they would be the processor. They would have a huge advantage in the game. So what Ubisoft has done, and it's smart. I will say it is a smart idea. They've created what's basically what I would call hostless peer-to-peer, distributed peer-to-peer. So everybody's the host. And the machines just basically trade back and forth syncing information to say, oh yeah, this person's here, this is, you know, everything that's happened. So that's what they've gone with, and it's smart. I'm gonna say it's smart. It means that as long as people are playing, this game should be playable. Ubisoft doesn't have to put in, you know, millions of dollars of infrastructure forever to maintain this game, to keep it a playable thing. Where when you're talking host-based services where they're hosting everything, that becomes a problem. Because even when the game goes out of style and it's not something that people are playing, they would still need to host in order to make it a viable thing. And I think that's actually a bad model. I think the distributed peer-to-peer is much better. But the way they've gone about it is slightly flawed. Again, I speak opinion only when I say that. The idea though, I think is a great one. But yeah, Ubisoft still has fail, you know, massive fail potential. is the best way to put it, I think. It's hard to trust them. I don't want to... But yeah, we'll see how all this peer-to-peer gaming goes. It might not work. Matchmaking might be a problem. There we go. That might be more what I'm looking for. And then maybe I can smooth this out a bit. Again, I'm not... Yeah, I guess I am... I need the bank here. I need banking here. That's enough banking there. Okay, so we're going up here. This seems to be a little problematic here. I don't like... It's not really as smooth as it should be. But that would exceed limits. Smoothness exceeds limits. You can't have smoothness there. It's crazy talk. It didn't smooth anything. It just moved it to the side. That's better. Okay, let's get back on this thing and see where we're at here. Ooh, again, I missed that. Or I created it, adjusting something else. Whoa, that was kind of cool. I like that. Ooh, that kind of threw my face into the bottom of the thingy. I'm gonna have to adjust that. Oh, that was better. That was not better. Okay, so this is one scary ride, isn't it? We've lost all the excitement. We basically trashed the excitement because of fear. Somehow I've made this worse. Somehow I have made it worse. Get me out of here. Excitement's great. In reality? Jose, yes, I do have an Xbox, Xbox and PlayStation. Can I please just ask you to stop using caps? There's no reason for caps. It's kind of like you're yelling in chat. So can you please tap that caps lock key and start, you know, thank you. Relocating the porcelain throne. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that didn't exactly work out. It's they're all way too scared. And is it the nature of this coaster? What I really wish is you could take a coaster like this and just swap it to another type and see if that works better. But yeah. Okay, well, so we're gonna start working right here. This is where we're working. We've got to fix the fear problem. I say we get new riders. GTA 5 came out a long time ago. I'm not likely to make GTA 5 videos. Like a lot of the videos on my channel, like I really like playing a lot of I did a full playthrough. I've got some GTA 5 videos out there. Nick is absolutely right. I did a single player playthrough of the whole thing. I play single player games on my channel. So, I'm not likely to hit any Grand Theft Auto like online. I did think of doing some of the, like, there was more mods than anything else than proper DLC. I didn't like that. It shouldn't have done that to me. Let's go this way. So yeah, GTA 5. I love the game. I think it's an amazing piece of work that Rockstar's made there. But I'm unlikely to dive in and do any more videos anytime soon, unless something really changes on my channel. With me, my games, I try to be playing 2 or 3. Yeah, my Resident Evil playthrough. I really liked that game. I sucked at it, but I really liked the game. It was really good. I went and I bought the season pass, but I'm finding myself quite disappointed in it at this point. But we'll see. We'll see. There could be more. But yeah, the game was great. A horror game done right, basically, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so the big question is, have we done anything about this fear here? It's at 9.2. We want to lower the fear. Lower the fear. Yeah, I don't know what else to live stream. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. The fear's going down. Oh, the fear's going down for a bit. Okay, we're rewriting the fear, everybody. Look at the fear. The fear's almost gone in some places. Just because of this change here. We've got our excitement back up and we got rid of the 10 fear. Well, that's good. Woo! I guess fear has its limits. It reaches a certain point and starts to go up a lot faster. I don't know why that's a thing, but that seems to be what it is in this game. So what we need to do, I think, to get this down even more, is widen this first curve. This whole thing needs to be a bit wider, a lot wider. Yeah, I thought that coming to an almost stop at the top of a loop would be a great feeling in a coaster. But it seems they don't think so. Oh yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there, Nick. No game has caught my attention like this thing in years. Like the only thing, like I've exceeded anything I've played on my Steam account that I've had since I started my YouTube channel. That's for sure. But I think before this, the only things like, you know, it would have been like Civilization. Planet Coaster didn't actually come out until the end of last year. Like, I think it was October or November. But the alpha had been around for quite a while. It's a great game. They did a fabulous job. But like, really, you know, when you think about it, who else could have done it this good? Welcome back, Peter. Welcome back. Yeah, who else but Frontier could have done this good? I don't think. I don't think other companies were... Whoa, there's something wrong there. Were willing to put in the time. Whoa! That's one part that I really like. But this they don't like, eh? Okay, well... And I think they kind of find this kind of jumpy. And all over the place. You know what I should do? How did that go? Oh, that was a little more exciting. What I should do is right here, maybe. No, don't do that. I want you to add a perfectly straight piece of track. Perfectly straight. And then do that. We'll have to smooth that because that's just ridiculous. Really, you're not going to smooth that. No, take the brakes off it. Just the brakes on this part. Just the brakes on that part. Thank you. Okay, have a good one, Lee. I have a cousin named Lee. He's not watching right now, though. I don't even think he knows I have a YouTube channel. Okay, see you later, Jose. Have a good one. And of course, thanks for coming. Oh, were you? It's funny, like I missed lines. I didn't know Jose like was going until after I read you saying bye. But oh well. It's the limitations of communicating in chat. That's all it is. Okay, so for some reason I think we're not going fast enough here. So how can we be going faster on that loop? One way was to bring this down slightly, but I can only bring that so far down. Well, we'll see here. We'll see here. Whoa! Oh, that's my favorite part of the track right there. If I have to change that, I'm gonna be so disappointed. We need some banking there. Defear, everything's good there. And then it sort of hops up a little too high there. Whoa, and right near the end here. Okay, okay, what do we get out of this? What did we get out of that? That braking was just nice. Maybe I should have no. Yes, actually, That's probably where I do need to put in a... Okay, I might change that up. Yes! We got nausea down. We got nausea down. Excitement's a problem, though, but we got nausea down. Okay, so there's certain things we can do here. We're going to add a little bit of banking. Banking. I don't know how that's going to get the excitement up, but it should do something. It might get the fear down. You know, if this could tighten up a bit, there'd be no problem with that. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Awesome. I really like this piece of track here. I like how it crisscrosses like that. But look how tight we can get that. That's awesome. There we go. We're not stopping as much. We're moving a little bit faster here. Okay, maybe I can widen that out a bit. Okay, I've killed the excitement by that point. And yeah, nausea is way down. Okay, I think we've probably got the fear down now. Maybe not though. Maybe not. Yes, everything's in the green. Everything's in the green. Now, it's a matter of working it back up. That's going to be the tough part of this whole build, is working everything back up so we got our excitement way up to like 7.5, 7.8, somewhere around there, but yet keeping our fear and our nausea down. Oh, scenery definitely boost. Oh yeah, you can get 0.5, 0.6 out of scenery. There's definitely a big difference. Like you know, we can test that. You know, we could take a track, like take the Curse of Captain Deadeye, and just pick it up and put it somewhere else and test it. Okay, so I need to fix that. That's still a problem. This is the fast part of the track, and then up, and now we go back into a twistier part of the track. Ooh, I love that. I'm pretty sure the game hates that. I think I'm gonna try to remove that little bounce that I do. I like that weave in and out. That's like, yeah. I think this is a track I'm going to be quite proud of when it's done. But now comes the work. Because now we've reduced our excitement so much. Actually, we haven't. The excitement is low for some other reason. The excitement should be way higher. Like, look at those numbers. I don't understand this. Like I've got excitements of 9, 13, 12. Like, my lowest excitement is probably on the track itself is probably 5.6. Yeah. Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is we're going to change this slightly. I'm going to take the brakes off this thing. I'm going to bring this piece of track down. gonna bring that down. Actually, I'm gonna delete that. Okay, 0 degrees. Two degrees. And we put a block section there. Really? You won't connect to that piece of track? There you go. That's better. Okay, so hopefully, if my math is right, we could have two cars on this thing. Oh shit. Oh no, something I've done has screwed up everything. Why is this thing rolling back now? Where's our rollback coming from? We want speed in here. This is what we want. We want fast. Okay. Need some banking. Gotta get rid of that hump. Okay, gotta get rid of the hump. Okay, so no rollback this time. What happened? Why did we... Oh, I bet you that wasn't rollback. I bet you what happened is I changed something and it chopped off half of the cars. That didn't help. It didn't help at all. I made it worse. Okay, so whatever the case may be, let's just stop the test. We'll get out of here. On what I'm going to do is I'm going to say done. It's not done. It's nowhere near done. There's another hour, 2 hours of fine-tuning to do here to get that status up. We're going to go into here and we're going to say block section, 2 cars. That is something that can work. This one goes. This one comes into the station. That's going to really, really drop the excitement. Like, that's an excitement ruiner right there. That block section. Can't say I don't like it, though. Up and around. Down the other way. And around the outside. Again, this is one of my favorite parts. Gotta get rid of this hump. Okay, so that's what I should do. I should go in and get rid of this bump, lump, whatever we call it. Maybe it should just be a smoothing of it. And then a banking of it. But this is awfully sharp. That's awfully sharp, I find. Whoops, that was the wrong smooth banking. It should have been from here. Okay, thanks, I'm bad. Yeah, enjoy sleep. Sleep is good. It's 3 a.m. I hope it's the weekend. Well, obviously it's the week. Well, I hope you don't have to work tomorrow. But yeah, have a good one. We'll see you next time. Which I guess will be tomorrow at 6 o'clock will be my next live stream. Okay, so what did we end up with there? It's getting much smoother though, isn't it? It's so much better than it was earlier. Okay, this is all frick. Okay. So what do we get? This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Excitement's gonna be down again. Okay, so excitement was down again. This is a mess. Too much banking, I would say. And that's not what I want. Hey, Jose. No. Okay, if I move you there. Nope. Yeah, we saw you. You missed the great coaster crash of 2017. Well, you didn't know. There was no coaster crash. I don't think you can crash. Well, then again, what am I saying? Nick saw it. Nick saw it. I think Nick saw it. We took out people in the crowd with a coaster. It was not a pretty sight. It was not. I felt horrible. I actually didn't feel a thing. But I pretended to feel horrible about it? Yes. Yeah. I pretended to feel horrible. I know they're imaginary people. Okay, so I think that might smooth that out. We definitely need to visit the excitement problem, though. Thing is, though, I find the coaster exciting. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. This isn't exciting. Whoa! Watch your head! But they don't find it exciting. They're like, nah. It's even lower than before. What can I do to make this more exciting? Like, I mean, like, not just a little bit more exciting. I mean, like, lots more exciting. Where have I lost my excitement? Again, I just don't understand. There's no way for me to go, oh, this is what I'll fix. There's like... It's taken my excitement and said, to hell with your excitement. 6.3. It's like, this is the excitement. This level right here. Oh, it's going to go down to 6. If it goes down to 6.3 instead of 6.31, we know all the excitement comes from this piece of track, and we should do something about it. Okay, what's it gonna do? 6.30? 6.1? What? What? How is that even a thing? Yes, needs more cowbell for sure. Actually, you know what? Chances are that would mean Christopher Walken, and that would be too much fear. That would be too much fear for anybody. I don't like this at all. I don't like it at all. 6.1. Was it all this? All of this is causing a problem? 6.1. We can drop it? What do we got? 6.1. Okay. Well, fine. How's that? Is that gonna be better? Will that, like, help? Yeah, it's not gonna help. Bye-bye, coaster. We'll let you go first. Whoa. Okay, so, here. We take you, and we smooth up to there. We now take the same thing, we move it over here. Over here. Over. And we smooth here. Okay, that should give us a little more something. Like, I'm seriously getting kind of pissed off at this game because there's hardly a piece of track on the that's less than like a 10 or like, you know what I mean? Like, there's 9. Like, if we were to follow this through, we've got some amazing excitement here. But it's like, no. Okay, that's a little scarier. We found it. We got that. We got it up. We got it up. What are we gonna get? 6.2? What do we got? Come on. Give me some numbers here. Yeah, we got a 6.2. And I'm rounding up. What do we do? Well, we're gonna drive this into the ground, is what we're gonna do. Because, you know, what else can we do? Oh, your train just exploded. And a piece went flying off the ground. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. See, this is not what I was looking to do exactly. Yeah, see, that's not it. That's not it. Game, you do such stupid things sometimes. Like, no. Smooth doesn't mean make a circle smaller. That doesn't Smooth, no. No. If you had a thing to make a circle bigger, I would be fine with that. But you don't. So it just makes you look like a dick who's changing everything I do. Okay. I'm not mad at the game. I'm just, you know. Yeah, it's hard to believe that with 5 people, we would actually need a moderator. Okay, I'm liking the way that looks again. I smoothed that out enough. So much that the track isn't even fun anymore. But good luck figuring out where it's not fun. We'll get a remap of that right away. Is this the not fun part? Should I change the way this goes? But you know, the problem is you change the way this goes, you change everything. The whole track changes. So I just don't understand what's hauling my numbers down so quickly. Is there like a 0 in here? Somewhere causing like negative? Are we running a test? What's this? What you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Something wrong? Oh yeah, the thing's going backwards. What? Why is the chain going backwards? The chain's not going backwards. Chain looks like it's going backwards. See, that's not very good excitement there at all. But then again, I don't know how to make it exciting going up a chain lift. That? Totally fucking exciting. Excuse my language. Because it's like almost required at this point. Okay, smooth. It's nice and smooth. Go, 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 go. Awesome, smooth. Up. Around. Down. Curve the other way. And wrap around the back. Perfect. Could you ask for anything more? I don't understand the problem. And I know scenery is going to bring it up, but it's not going to bring it up this much. $6.63. Okay, so we're making improvements. We're making improvements. It's slow, but it's sure. And I truly, I do like the look of the track. I have no problems with that. I just don't know what I could fix in order to make this more exciting. Is it the initial fear on the track that's killing it? Is that what's going on? Is right now what's killing this track? Is this fear right here? Is that 11.6 making it bad for everybody? Having excitement, no inversions, just a spiral around it out of a mountain. Yeah, it's weird. Like, the only thing I can think is the fear is dragging down the excitement for some reason. But why are they afraid going through here? Like, I don't understand the fear. And again, why are you afraid going around here? There's nothing to be afraid of. Is it bad banking? Yeah, it is kind of weird. I keep on thinking I've got it. And then it throws something new at me. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm gonna say I am quite pleased with the track right now at this point. I'm going to continue this track in tomorrow's stream, but I am going to leave today's stream here. I'm 2 hours in. I figure 2 hours tomorrow and we should have this thing just minty, just like perfect, and actually even be started on things like the station and all that. But yeah, what's going on here? Why are you stuck here? Oh, is there automatically a block section there? Is that what's going on? Yes, there's automatically a block section there. Okay, I get it. Maybe if I were to take this and curve it way further out, like bring this thing out and curve it around much slower so it was diving here. No, I don't know. But I think I'm going to leave this here anyway. We've got to see, the system is the game. We've got to play the system. We've got to make it work for us. So I'm going to leave this here. We're going to pick this up tomorrow. I probably won't do a morning stream. You never know. Follow me on Twitter, then you will know. Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. And until then, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.